It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in WildCard weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Sends this to the end zone. And the coverage passes an early test. They've got somebody there to knock it away, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. It is taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. You're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risks and an aggressive mindset that reflects, well, the stakes of each and every game.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. Oh, this big guy is moving! And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Ooh. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Ready, set.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
60 back, pressure waiting. Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know And you may come back too, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Got it. Ready?
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Get it.
Putting a receiver in motion. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 8 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Nakua's got it again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Timberwolf.
Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Tesla there. And now it's 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Ready? 70 Ray. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Back now, pressure coming. Screen here for Gibbs. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down from the 42.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60 vices, 60 vices. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Hits him on the out route. And he's just a little bit short of that first down. They stop him at the 33.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Get it, go!
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33.
70 Timberwolves.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a second quarter lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Who with the extra point. And the Rams take a 4-point lead.
14. Lions 10.
Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Viking 18. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
43-yard line.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Packers 60. 18 Cardinal. 18. 19. Cut 19. Cut 19. Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
Backed up by an unforced error, and this is 3rd and 7.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the set.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. The Lions get to it. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Let's go now. 60 down.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Third down, Mixon gets it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. Now the Lions is calling timeouts. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Rams are set to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Fights his way through a tackle. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing from the gun here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Third and just 2 to go.
Ready, 18, Pioneer. Viking 18, Buffalo 18.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Dell. And he'll get it up to the 44. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Ready.
1st and 10, looking to throw. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Got ready.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Dropping back to throw. Left side into the hands of Dell. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Back. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He's going to throw it again. Complete left side. It's just long. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Hits his running back. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They are throwing it again. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. In the huddle, here's first and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal.
Ready? 72.
He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looks, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
Ready?
Throwing here just before halftime. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's got room to roam. Along the right sideline, there's space. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
Yep, here we go.
The half's going to begin with a mix and run. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
A give to Mixon up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Oh, it's 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboys, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Shot 60, shot 60.
Running back sent in motion left. On the move, headed right. Bouncing football, and it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
70, Timberwolves.
To the air now on first and 10. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's go. Viking, 18. 79. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On the ready.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Motioning the tight end now. Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he won't challenge for the goal line. A stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Koo able to put it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to Gibbs now on second. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. These last 2 snaps, oof, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, she's going to send this one forward. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Lions take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tigers.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Ready. Go.
Back to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's making a house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles. Coup on now for the extra point. Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. The lot off to the races. Middle of the field. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. They return it all the way back for 2 to minimize the sting of that opposing touchdown.
Kate, this little sequence of events is why I'll go to my grave saying football is the ultimate and greatest team sport. This special teams group, they just picked up their offense in a big way. Softened the sting of that pick 6, and now this offense, well, they got to go regroup and pay back those special teams.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. Lofts it deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. He's got it over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, Kip, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go. Set. Now Cowboy 80. Dragon.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Rams have it, but their postseason run in jeopardy as they trail. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
On the ground again with Mixon. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
3rd and long for him here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Rams are set to punt. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 31-yard line.
On the jump.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Get it. 70 Lions. Go.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
60 Panther 60. Panther 6. Mustang 19.
Pass play now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Viking 18. Warriors 70.
Throw here, 3rd down. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
19 Lions. Ready.
Gibbs now from the gun. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Second and very short, looking to pass. To the right, he's got Teslam. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Quick slant is caught by Teslam. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 9-point advantage. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. 18, 70, Timberwolves.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
That's good.
Dragon 60.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
I'll throw it.
First down.
Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
60 by 6, 70 by 6.
At the 41-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 65, Mustang 19.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Short pass brought in. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
Okay, ready?
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Going right side, Mixon with it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Get it.
They send a man in motion. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Running for it, Mixon. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Give them around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another one for Gibbs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got timeout from the defense.
It's now 3rd and
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
70 Lions.
It's on target to Williams. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
it's a gain of 8.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit.
First down.
Lions holding a 10-point lead.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
He's drawing up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
60 Bison. Ready, ready.
He's drawn up for it. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerve